This is the Scouter 901H mini quadcopter from DROCON, and when I say mini, I really mean it. This drone is tiny, approximately 2 square inches when folded up. Now, DROCON is advertising this as a pocket-sized RC drone, and yeah, the drone itself is pocket-sized, but on the Amazon page, they have a picture that makes it look like the controller can easily fit in a pocket. And after a little bit of experimentation, I can tell you guys that unless you're wearing trash bags or maybe cargo pants, then you don't really have a chance of fitting this controller into a normal size pocket. The controller is 6 inches long, 2 inches thick, and 3 inches wide. I have to admit, when DROCON sent this over, I had really low expectations for it. I thought this was just going to be a really boring Sky Mall type kiddie drone. And at heart, it sort of is. I mean, it's sort of a children's toy, and not in the sense that it's boring or childish, but in the sense that it's been built to be very easy to fly. I picked this thing up, I fired it up, and I just started flying it around my room. It has a headless mode, automatic stabilization, it hovers at a fixed height, it has sensitivity adjustments. I mean, this is a very easy to fly drone, and if you're terrible at flying stuff like this, like I am, this is the perfect drone for you. Now, before I talk about the drone anymore, let me digress a little bit. So the package contents included the drone itself, the remote control, which is a bit awkward to use, and I'll get to that in just a minute, a bag of spare parts, which includes blade guards. I decided, since I'm such a good pilot, I didn't need to put the blade guards on. No. Oh, crap. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. If you do want to put the blade guards on, it's an easy 30-second assembly process. All 4 of them slide on, and keep in mind, once you put the blade guards on, the drone will not fit back into the bay within the remote control. A user manual, support card, along with some miscellaneous papers, which you won't need, are also included. Let's go back to the controller. So the controller is the only thing I had problems with during the review. This is more of a matter of preference. I think the layout of the controller could be better. Buttons are scattered all over the place, the shape of the controller is odd, jagged edges make it semi-uncomfortable to hold, and the controller feels pretty cheap. It's really light. On top of that, none of the controls are labeled, which makes it even harder to get used to this awkward design. With all that being said, the controller does work. The range is excellent. I'm not really sure what the max range is because the drone is so small that you fly it, 10 meters out in front of you and you can't see it anymore. The blue paint does help, and the light on front does help as well as far as keeping track of the drone is concerned, but once again, very small drone, and if you're taking this outside, yes, you can fly this outside, it is somewhat hard to keep track of. Additionally, the controller's built-in charging capability works great. I tend to stick with the USB charger though, just because I don't want to prematurely drain the batteries in the controller. This does come with a USB charger. I think I forgot to mention that earlier. You can plug that into any USB 5-volt source and use it to charge the drone's 3.7 volt 220 milliamp lithium battery. And with that battery, it takes about 45 minutes to charge, and you get anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes of flight time depending on how far you are pushing the drone. Let's get one thing straight. At the beginning of this video, I said that this drone is very easy to fly, and I am still sticking with that. And I saw a couple of reviews like this on Amazon, that's why I'm bringing it up. Don't expect to hand this over to 6 or 7-year-old little Jimmy and have him get the hang of it right off the bat. I mean, you're handing the kid a drone with spinning blades of death attached. It's going to require some parental supervision at first. They'll probably get a pretty good handle on this thing pretty quick because it's easy to fly, but they will need someone to help them get off the ground. No pun intended. And speaking of getting off the ground, this is in response to more issues I saw people having on Amazon. A lot of people apparently don't know how to actually get this drone to take off. So first, you're going to turn the drone on. Turn the controller on, push both sticks inwards, and then push both sticks outwards. The propellers will start spinning. From this point, you can either push the throttle up or use the auto takeoff feature. So I know earlier you guys saw me doing a bunch of flips and a couple spins with the drone, and you must be thinking to yourself, wow, this guy is a awesome pilot. He must be so good at flying drones. But nope, not an awesome pilot, not very good at flying drones. It's just that easy. So in order to get the drone to do a flip, all you have to do is click down on the left stick and then turn it to whichever direction you want the drone to flip in. To get the drone to spin, it's even easier than that. There is one button. It's labeled Rapid Rotating Circle Flying on the user manual. All you have to do is push that and the drone will stop spinning. To get out of a spin, you just move it either forwards, backwards, left, right, and it will stop spinning. Now, there is one button that I found to be particularly dangerous on this remote control, and that is the one key return home button. I don't think this is actually associated with returning home. I think it's associated with a destroy all human sequence, because when I pressed that, the drone immediately came at me and attempted to cut the eyeballs out of my head. It literally flew towards my face very rapidly for some reason. So that feature is one that I would steer clear of. If you need to bring the drone home, do it by hand. That one, that feature does not seem to be very polished yet, so stay clear of it. That's going to be about it for this video. This is a great budget, easy to fly, well, once you get used to the remote layout, and as far as the remote layout is concerned, the user manual is your best friend for that. Also, another small drawback, do not press the return to home button. Once again, that button actually activates Skynet. If you want to check this drone out, the link to it will be down in the description. Currently, it is $38 on Amazon. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can go ahead and post a comment down in the comments section. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. If you didn't like this video, please tell me why. And of course, please do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to support me, you can use my Amazon or eBay affiliate links. Both those links will be down in the description. And you can also support me by checking out my Patreon page. Don't forget to drop a like on the Facebook page, and I will see you guys in the next installment of A Computers and Technology. Wow, I said that really fast. That must be a I think that's a record for me. I got those end components out really quick.